Hey there guys, how are you today, and welcome to a brand new series on F1 2010. So it's basically going to be that last one, but now my name is Formula Motorsport. And as you're going to see here at the Bahrain Grand Prix, we are in the HRT this season, as most of you voted for on my Twitter poll, which I'll try to put on the screen here if I remember. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the series. I want to win the World Championship, whether it be in the HRT or not. And now let's go to the Bahrain Grand Prix. So you can see, amazingly, on HRT's debut and my own debut, I got through Q1 into Q2. We had a good lap. Of course, the lap here is really long now on this game. Beat our teammate Bruno Senna, beat Glock, beat Di Grassi. We did well, and now let's go and focus and go onto Q2. So here we are with our best lap in Q2. We are currently in the drop zone in P12 out of 17. Only the top 10 get into the pole position shootout, Q3. But we are going to push as hard as possible now on these option tyres in this HRT, because we have got a different helmet for this series, the British one. Maybe I can change it every race or whatever. Just tell me what you want me to do with that. Just to keep it a bit fresh. And now we're just going to keep now going through the extra bit, of course, of the circuit, which isn't on all the other Codemasters games, and it's a little bit difficult to drive in my opinion. And the AI are always really slow here on this game. You can see we're really gaining a master there. But we did it quite nicely. We didn't go too wide or anything. And now we're kind of coming back now onto the normal part of the circuit just after this next corner. I thought we were there already. That's a bit awkward. And now we are on the normal part of the circuit again. And we are pushing as hard as possible. Hopefully we're going to be going as faster than our last lap that we did, which was a 2-minute .721. Hopefully it's all going to be good. And now we're still pushing. We're now coming towards a very difficult, complex corners. Here, basically double left-hander, and this is really hard bit. We do mess up a little bit there, but it could have been a lot worse. We don't go too wide, and now we go down a long straight, which in future F1 games, of course, is a DRS straight, but not on this game, of course. We're out of fuel nearly, but we should have enough to complete this lap. We're going to go right over there, and then keep pushing through the end of Sector 2. We're about to see if we're going faster than our last lap. How are we doing, guys? Let's have a look. Yeah, we are not by much, but we are going a little bit faster than our previous lap. Will that be enough to put us into Q3, or at least ahead of Michael Schumacher in Q2? We are now hurtling down towards the final corner here in Bahrain. What's it going to be? We go through the final corner pretty nicely. Get a decent exit now, going up the gears. 6th gear, nearly 7th gear now, to get a faster lap time and P11.
Oh, bad luck, mate. We're just inside the drop zone. 11th place.
So yeah, not quite enough to get into the top 10 shootout pole, but P11 in the HRT, which is probably at least equal to the version I was in last time I played the game, is pretty good. So now we can go to the race at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Mark Webber is on pole, leading a Red Bull 1-2. There we are in P11. We have teammate Bruno Senna in P22. So here we are, the lights are coming on here at Sakhir International Circuit. And here we go. We've got Petrov there on the right hand side. Of course, he's no longer our rival. We need to forget all about that, because now our name is Formula Motorsport, and my real name in real life is Simon, if you didn't know. So now we're going to break down for turn 1. And there's a few cars going wide, a bit of contact there, but we get into P10. We hit the Renault there. Petrov, we hit him, but he gets past us again, so it's all kind of irrelevant. And we see him okay here in P10. But he's going very defensive into this turn, really it's turn 4, which should help us swoop around the outside of Vitaly Petrov there. What a lovely move there. And now we've got Robert Kubica and the other yellow Renault ahead of us. And we go around the outside there to get P8, and now we've got Lewis Hamilton in the McLaren. We're going to go up the inside of him and have a look past Massa as well. We don't have enough pace or traction to go past Massa quite yet. But we've overtaken Lewis Hamilton, not bad. And now we go past Massa. What a nice move that was up the inside. That was a great overtake. And now we're behind Jenson Button, fighting for P5. This has been a fantastic start by us, Formula Motorsport, in this HRT. Now we are chasing Jenson Button for this next position. You never know, he is of course the reigning world champion technically because he won in 2009. So he should be tough to overtake, but we are going to be doing our best. He is the man to beat, I guess. But we're going to really, not really in a slipstream, we just don't have the traction out of that corner. But I think we are driving quite well so far in this race. I can be pretty happy. And qualifying too. And we're going to see what we can do if we can keep up with Jenson Button for the rest of the lap and later into this race. There we go, that's a lovely part of the track, isn't it? And through here, we have a fantastic run through here. But we're not able to close up on Jenson Button because of course he is in a significantly faster car. I wish I was driving at McLaren, but obviously that's not meant to be at the moment. He does go a bit defensive actually into this final corner, which maybe it would help me a little bit, but not too much. Shame he wasn't any more defensive, but we are getting away with it, the cars behind, which is always helpful. And this is going to be our in-lap here today. Going to try and do an undercut. And Button here is having a look at who is that. I think that's Nico Rosberg ahead. And of course, then battling will slow them down, but Button isn't quite able to get ahead of the Mercedes of Nico Rosberg. Not sure if that's good or bad, doesn't really matter, I guess. So I don't expect racing. He's going up the inside yet again. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Got a brilliant view of this here. But Rosberg is somehow able to defend from Jenson Button yet again. Now they've had bad exits. And we're right with Jenson Button. We're going to have a look around the outside. Oh, Jenson Button going through his corner, turns into the inside. And we're now in P5. And now we can chase Nico Rosberg for P4. We have to stick with him as long as we can. And we're again able to dive up the inside of him there and get P4. We've been making some fantastic overtakes in this Grand Prix here today. And now what we have to do is maintain P4, which would be a fantastic result, and chase Mark Webber, or whoever's in front of him, I guess Vettel is one of them, for P3. And now though, we are coming into the pit lane at the end of lap 2. This is our pit stop. Come on guys, we want a good pit stop here today. Let's see what we can do, if we can make it happen. Not a fantastic pit stop, 5.145 seconds. Not really ideal guys, I'm sure you'll agree. We're in P20 now. But obviously we're going to be doing an undercut, so we're going to see how this is going to go as we slip wide on cold tyres. But I reckon we can do something here today. Let's see what can happen. Lap 4 and some people have pitted now in P14. So we are making some progress. We have to have fallen behind Jenson Button again. I guess we just didn't have the pace on the undercut on cold tyres. We weren't able to warm them up fast enough, but we can still be chasing Jenson Button. There's no reason why I can't overtake him yet again. We're not quite able to look at him through there like we did before, but we are right with him. A bit of contact there, a bit of wheel to wheel, and we're just able to out traction him and get a position, and we're now in P13. Would it be unlucky for me? But of course there's loads of people ahead who haven't pitted yet, which means we will actually be in a higher position, which of course will be awesome. So we are now going to keep chasing towards Mark Webber ahead of us, and he is someone we would be racing for position. Really, he has pitted as well, I assume. But at the end of lap 5, more people started lap 5, even more people have pitted, and we're now in P7, and I believe that's going to be Nico Rosberg ahead of us, which means he has got back ahead of us too. So the undercut hasn't really worked, so maybe I need to forget about that as a strategy plan. I have to work out what is the best strategy on this game for a car that shouldn't be fighting for the win. But I am chasing Nico Rosberg. Of course we are going to try to overtake him like we did before, and like we've overtaken Button as well. But again, we are going to try to have a look up the inside here, and we're going wheel to wheel now on the outside here. We were able to get enough traction, enough grip, and we're now in P6, which is obviously a fantastic place for us to be in this HRT. This is kind of where we were after the start of the race, but you see Alguersuari still has to pit, that's for sure. And I reckon there could be one or two more cars that may want to pit, but Rosberg is coming back at us here, didn't even see that. And he's on our inside. We're going to be able to outbrake him into the hairpin. And I think now, yeah, we've got that position now. No complaints there. As again, we're coming towards the difficult part of the track, but hopefully, if we don't go wide, we'll be able to consolidate this position over Nico Rosberg. Now, end of lap 5, you can see a couple more cars in pit, Al-Ghashari and someone else, not sure who that is. And we're now in P4, but Rosberg is coming back at us yet again. He is right there, right behind us. You can see it on the mini-map. But with Button there too, I believe. I think that was Button. We were able to hold him off, and we're still in P4. I mean, if we can hold this position, what a fantastic result this is going to be for us here today. That would be just awesome. And we've been able to put away from Nico Rosberg and whoever is behind as well. Getting faster and faster, quicker and quicker, away from Rosberg, and we're consolidating P4. Alonso is winning at the moment, Webber's in P3. Not sure who's in P2, not sure if anyone's going to pit. But the answer to that, as you're about to see on the screen, is Barrichello was in P2 and is going to pit, which means we're somehow now in P3, guys. Meaning if we hold this position for these last few laps, we are going to finish on the podium in our debut race here for HRT. And what a fantastic result that would be. That would be awesome, guys. And then we also have to now drive as we've been driving. We don't have to push too hard. I think Mark Webber is a bit too far ahead for us to catch up, about 7 seconds. That's going to be a bit too much. But we can be happy. And as you can see now, we're coming towards the end of the final lap, lap 10. And we have maintained P3. Rosberg is still not right behind us. Quite a few seconds. I think Webber has got away a bit. And we can be absolutely delighted with this. We're going to finish this race in P3. We just have to actually finish the race. 15 points for myself, 15 points for the team. Of course, Senna probably won't score any points at all this season. Alonso has won this race despite the Red Bull 1-2 in qualifying. And it looks like we're going to come home in P3. Can we fight for this championship? Vegas, be ambitious, tell me in the comments. But there we go.
That's you on the third step of the podium. Well done.
I think, guys, you would agree. That was awesome. We held off Rosberg, we held off Button, we overtook guys like Massa and Hamilton. Okay, we didn't manage to battle Webber or Alonso. I can be pretty happy with that. And overall, pretty good. Vettel had a poor race, finishing P13. Not too sure what happened to him. He was ahead of me at one point, but I'm not going to complain. Kubica also had a poor race. And so did Barrichello, despite being in P2 for quite a long time.
You've moved into third position in the Drivers'
Obviously,
Championship.
Drivers' Championship is the same as the result of this race, because this is the first race. Constructors, we're ahead of McLaren, pretty impressive, and Ferrari are leading from Mercedes and Red Bull, and obviously Toro Rosso, I guess Virgin and Lotus are all yet to score points.
Your first podium finish in Formula One must be something very
Oh
special.
yeah, for sure, it's awesome. First podium, but you know, I want to win, guys. We want this championship, so yeah, of course it's important.
A really good drive today and 15 points towards your championship challenge. If this continues, you'll be a serious
Well, I
contender
am
for
in the
title.
HRT, so I am going to struggle on tracks which need higher downforce, obviously. But you never know. It's F1.
A third place finish today has certainly boosted the team's chances of taking the Constructors' title this year. They must be pleased with your performance
I'm
this
going to need a
weekend.
new teammate if you want me to win the Constructors' Championship. But I'm sure they're happy with how I've done here today.
Hey, great one. Nice driving. A points finish.
Yeah,
Very
I think
good.
she said it. The agent said it. Brilliant performance there by me. I don't think that's blowing my own trumpet or nothing. And you can see HRT look happy with me. And I guess now, I have to say, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed recording it, that's for sure. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next episode in Melbourne, when we're going to be racing at the 2010 Australian Grand Prix.